Have you ever wondered if some of the habits you've developed over the years might be quietly undermining your quality of life? As we grow older, certain behaviors that once seemed harmless can start to drain our energy, affect our relationships, and keep us from truly living. But what if I told you that, by breaking free from just a few of these habits, you could significantly enhance your emotional well-being, health, and happiness? In today's video, we're revealing 7 critical habits you need to stop right now to take back control of your life. Each of these habits might be holding you back in ways you never imagined. From how you interact with others to how you view your physical and emotional health, these insights will empower you to make the most of your golden years. Stay with us until the end, because by stopping these behaviors today, you'll not only add more years to your life, but also more life to your years. Full of wisdom, autonomy, and real fulfillment, more satisfying future. Don't miss out. Your best years might just be ahead of you. If you enjoy this video, please like and comment with a 2 to show your love. Or if you think we can improve, drop a heart and comment with a 7 to help us do better in future videos. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe to After 7080 for more valuable insights and content. Habit 1. Stop accepting everything without questioning whether it's regaining your voice, reconnecting with the people around you, or rediscovering the joy of life's simple pleasures. Every step we cover will help you unlock a richer as we journey through life. It's easy to fall into the habit of nodding along and agreeing with others just to keep the peace. But have you ever stopped to think about the cost of this silence? Every time you agree with something you don't truly believe in, you're chipping away at your self-worth. You're giving away a piece of yourself little by little, until one day you might wake up and not even recognize who you are anymore. Think about it. How often do you find yourself nodding in agreement just to avoid conflict? How often do you silence your thoughts and feelings because you don't want to rock the boat? This happens to so many of us, especially as we get older. Somewhere along the way, we've been conditioned to believe that keeping the peace means staying quiet, agreeing with others, and not making a fuss. But here's the painful truth. Every time you say yes when your heart is screaming, no, you're losing something far more valuable: your voice. When you stop questioning and stop standing up for what you believe in, you're allowing others to dictate how you should live. You're giving them the power to make decisions for you, whether they realize it or not. And that is a slow and painful way to lose your sense of autonomy and identity. I've seen it time and time again. People think that as they get older, their opinions don't matter as much, that their decisions are less significant, but that is so far from the truth. The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over the years are invaluable. They give you a unique perspective, a depth of understanding that younger generations simply don't have. Why should you, of all people, silence yourself when you carry a lifetime of lessons within you? Here's a question for you. How many times have you wanted to say something but didn't? The times you disagreed but chose to remain quiet to keep the peace. By doing that, you're not just keeping peace with others. You're losing peace within yourself. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to have a say in your own life. Don't let anyone make you feel like your voice doesn't matter. It matters more than ever. It matters more than ever because it comes from a place of deep experience and hard-earned wisdom. When you stop questioning and start blindly agreeing with others, you weaken your ability to defend yourself and make independent choices. Over time, this can lead to feelings of helplessness, as though life is just happening to you rather than for you. It's time to break that cycle. It's time to reclaim your voice, trust your judgment, and make decisions based on your values and beliefs, not someone else's. Imagine the freedom of living life on your own terms. What would you say if you knew your voice would be heard? Habit 2. Stop isolating yourself socially. As we age, the temptation to retreat into solitude can feel overwhelming. It might seem easy to stay home, avoid social gatherings, and let friendships slowly fade away. The energy it takes to maintain relationships or meet new people can feel exhausting, but here's the harsh truth. Isolation is a thief. It robs you of connection, joy, and the very essence of what it means to be alive. Loneliness is not just an emotional experience. It's a physical one. Studies show that prolonged isolation can lead to serious health problems, including an increased risk of heart disease, depression, and even cognitive decline. The human brain is wired for connection. We are social beings meant to share our lives with others, to exchange ideas, to laugh, to cry, to feel together. When you cut yourself off from the world, you're doing more than just avoiding social discomfort. You're depriving your mind and body of the nourishment they need to thrive. I know it can feel easier to withdraw, especially when energy levels are lower or when it feels like you don't have as much in common with others as you once did. But the truth is, you do have something to offer. So much. Your life experiences, your stories, your wisdom. These are treasures that others need to hear. Don't underestimate the power of connection, even if it's just a simple conversation over a cup of coffee or a phone call with an old friend. When you isolate yourself, loneliness begins to creep in. And loneliness is like a slow poison, eroding not just your emotional well-being, but your physical health too. Here's a question for you. When was the last time you reached out to someone just to say hello? How did it make you feel? The good news is, it's never too late to reconnect. It's never too late to reach out to those around you, whether it's family, old friends, or even new people you meet along the way. Don't wait for others to come to you. Be proactive in nurturing those relationships that bring you joy. Step out of your comfort zone, even if it's just a little at first. Attend that social gathering you've been avoiding. Pick up the phone and call someone you haven't spoken to in a while. You'd be surprised how much better you'll feel when you open yourself up to connection again. Remember, it's not about being surrounded by people all the time. It's about having meaningful interactions that enrich your life. Whether it's a close conversation with a friend, joining a community group, or simply being more present with the people you already know, connection is vital to your well-being. Don't let isolation steal that from you. You deserve to feel connected, valued, and seen. Reach out, reconnect, and let yourself be a part of the world again. You might just find that the joy, peace, and fulfillment you've been searching for are closer than you think. What if the key to a happier life is just one conversation away? Who will you reach out to today? Habit 3. Stop neglecting your physical health. It's easy to fall into the mindset that it's too late to make a difference in your physical health. You might think that since your body has been through so much, or because you're not as young and strong as you used to be, it doesn't matter anymore. Perhaps you've convinced yourself that exercise won't change anything, that eating healthier is pointless, or that those doctor appointments you keep postponing aren't that important. But let me tell you, nothing could be further from the truth. It doesn't matter if you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s. It's never too late to start taking care of your body. Small, intentional changes can still make an enormous difference in your quality of life. Every little bit of effort counts. A short walk around the block, some gentle stretches, or even simple balance exercises can drastically improve your mobility and reduce the risk of falls. These aren't just meaningless routines. They are steps toward maintaining your independence and feeling stronger and more capable. What you eat also plays a pivotal role in how you feel day to day. A nutritious diet filled with whole foods and plenty of water can provide you with energy you didn't realize you were missing. It can help stave off chronic diseases that become more prevalent in later life, like diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. Imagine how much better your days could feel if you had more energy, fewer aches and pains, and the knowledge that you're giving your body the fuel it needs to function at its best, even in this stage of life. Here's a question for you. What small change can you make today to improve your health? Could it be a walk, a healthier meal, or finally scheduling that checkup? Taking care of your physical health doesn't just affect your body. It has a profound impact on your emotional well-being too. When you prioritize your health, you're telling yourself that you matter. You're reminding yourself that you still have so much to live for, and so many moments to enjoy. The better your body feels, the more active and engaged your mind becomes. You'll notice your self-esteem rising and your outlook on life becoming more positive. You'll feel more capable, more confident, and more alive. And who wouldn't want that? This isn't about trying to reverse time or pretend you're younger than you are. It's about honoring the incredible vessel that has carried you through life and giving it the care and attention it deserves. It's about making the most of the years you have ahead by ensuring they are filled with vitality, energy, and a sense of well-being. When you take care of your physical health, you're investing in your future. A future where you can continue to enjoy the activities, experiences, and relationships that bring meaning to your life. What if the secret to a more vibrant life is just a few small changes away? What will you do today to honor your body? Habit 4. Stop living in the past. It's natural to reminisce about the important moments of your life, to hold on to the people you once knew, the places you've been, and the choices that shaped who you are today. But while memories are precious, they can also become chains holding you back from fully experiencing the beauty and potential of the present. Living solely in your memories, no matter how sweet they are, keeps you locked in a place that no longer exists. The tragedy is that it blinds you to the joys, opportunities, and experiences that are still waiting for you. As we grow older, many of us fall into the belief that our best days are behind us and that the excitement of life has already passed. You might find yourself thinking about the people you used to know, the things you wish you'd done differently, or even opportunities you missed. Regret can be a powerful force that clouds the present, making it seem less vibrant in comparison to the past. But this kind of thinking is so limiting, and it's robbing you of the possibility to create new moments of happiness and fulfillment. The past is gone, and while it's important to honor it, it should not define your present. The truth is, the present moment is all we ever truly have. What you do with the time you have right now matters more than anything that has come before. Yes, you can't change the past. None of us can. But you can decide how to live today. You can choose to make the most of every sunrise, every conversation, and every opportunity that presents itself. Here's a question for you. What is one thing you can do today to embrace the present and create new memories? How can you make today count? When you allow yourself to be stuck in the past, you're essentially saying no to the future, to the beautiful unknown possibilities that still lie ahead. This isn't the end of the road for you. It's a new chapter, one that's brimming with potential if you're willing to turn the page. You might believe that because you're in an older stage of life, there are no more chances for adventure, excitement, or growth. But that's such a mistaken perception. Life continues to offer its gifts no matter your age, but you have to be open to receiving them. Whether it's by trying out a new hobby, learning a skill you've always been curious about, or even reaching out to form new friendships, every day brings an opportunity for growth and joy. It's never too late to start a new story, one filled with the things that bring you peace and happiness. But you must leave the past where it belongs, in your memories, without letting it control your present. Remember, the best could still be ahead of you if you allow it. What if your most exciting chapter is yet to be written? What new adventure will you embark on today? Habit 5. Stop sacrificing your happiness for others. Throughout life, many of us have been taught to put others first, to be selfless, and to sacrifice our own needs for the sake of family, friends, or work. While caring for others is a noble and important part of life, constantly putting your own happiness on the back burner can lead to a life of unfulfilled dreams and quiet resentment. It's time to recognize that your happiness is just as important as anyone else's. Have you ever found yourself saying yes to something you didn't want to do, just to keep someone else happy? Or perhaps you've put off your own dreams because you felt obligated to support someone else's. Over time, this cycle of constant sacrifice can breed something unexpected. Resentment. It starts as a whisper, then grows louder as you begin to see the truth. After all the years you've given to others, After the countless acts of kindness and care, the recognition and support you quietly hoped for haven't come. The appreciation you deserve, the love you've poured into others, has not been returned in the way you imagined. Here's a question for you. When was the last time you did something purely for your own joy? How did it make you feel? If you continue down this road of endless self-sacrifice, not only will you be renouncing your happiness, but you'll also find yourself completely drained, both physically and emotionally. The exhaustion will creep in like a slow fog, until one day you wake up and wonder, what about me? When do I get to live for myself? It's time to break this cycle for your sake and no one else's. It's not selfish to put yourself first. In fact, it's the most essential act of self-love you can give. You can and should prioritize your own needs, because in the end, who is going to take care of you, if not yourself? Let those around you take on their responsibilities. Stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's time to take care of you because no one can do it better than you can. What if prioritizing your happiness could transform not just your life, but also the lives of those around you? What step will you take today to put yourself first? Habit 6. Stop ignoring your limits. As we age, there's a deeply ingrained belief that admitting you can no longer do certain things means you're somehow giving in to aging. By saying, I can't or I need help, you might feel as though you're revealing some kind of failure, as if acknowledging your limits means you're losing your vitality or strength. But this mentality is not only untrue, it's dangerous. Refusing to acknowledge your limits is what can truly harm you. Trying to push yourself to do everything you once did, whether it's lifting heavy objects, keeping up with the same hectic pace, or ignoring the signs of emotional and physical fatigue, asking for trouble. Your body and your mind are not the same as they were when you were 30, 40, or even 50 years old, and that's okay. It's normal. Time passes for everyone, and ignoring that reality is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Think about it. How many people have you known who pushed themselves too far, only to end up with serious injuries or health issues that could have been avoided? How many people refused to admit they were tired, in pain, or just couldn't handle something on their own, and paid the price for it? It happens far too often. Here's a question for you. What is one thing you can let go of today to honor your limits and protect your well-being? The truth is, the greatest strength you can show is not in pretending you're invincible. It's in knowing when to take a step back, when to ask for help, and when to say, I've done enough. The reality is that trying to live as though you're still in your younger years, whether it's physically pushing your body beyond its limits or ignoring emotional stress, can lead to serious consequences. Your body may be sending you signals that it's time to slow down, to rest, to take better care of yourself. But if you keep ignoring those signals, the price you'll pay could be far greater than you realize. Aging is not about giving up. It's about adjusting, evolving, and embracing the changes that come with time. It's about honoring the body that has carried you through so many years and giving it the care it deserves. It's about understanding that wisdom comes from knowing your limits, not pretending they don't exist. By recognizing your physical and emotional boundaries, you protect yourself, and more than that, you give yourself the chance to live a healthier, more balanced life. What if true strength lies in knowing when to say enough? How will you honor your limits today? Habit 7. Stop avoiding intimacy. One of the most pervasive myths about aging is that intimacy and sexuality fade away as we grow older. Many people believe that they've passed the age for sexual relationships, or that it's simply no longer for them, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Sexuality has no expiration date, and the idea that desire diminishes with age is simply not true. Sex and intimacy can continue to be a vital part of your life at any stage, including later in life. Unfortunately, many people neglect this part of their lives due to shame, fear, or the assumption that they no longer qualify for it. But let me tell you, nothing could be further from the truth. When approached with a healthy mindset, Sexual intimacy remains a powerful source of pleasure, emotional connection, and physical well-being at any age. Sadly, one of the major barriers preventing many older adults from embracing their sexuality is both social and internalized prejudice. Society has conditioned us to believe that sex is something exclusively reserved for the young, as though it were a privilege that diminishes or disappears with age. But this is a lie, one that robs so many people of an important, fulfilling part of life. In reality, intimacy in older age can be even more meaningful. As the years go by, physical closeness takes on a deep value that goes beyond the act itself. It becomes about connection, touch, and emotional bonding, all of which are essential to maintaining a high quality of life. Sexual intimacy is not just about physical pleasure. It's about feeling close to someone, about sharing an experience that brings you joy, warmth, and comfort. As you age, these elements become even more precious as they enrich both your body and spirit. Here's a question for you. What steps can you take to embrace intimacy in your life, regardless of age? Another factor that often deters older adults from maintaining a sexual relationship is the concern about performance or the natural physical changes the body undergoes with age. It's completely normal for the body to change over time, and these changes may affect how you experience physical intimacy. But let me reassure you, these changes don't mean the end of pleasure or intimacy. On the contrary, with age comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes a deeper understanding of what makes you feel good, what you want, and how you can communicate those desires with a partner. Many older adults find that they can explore their sexuality with more freedom and less pressure as they age. The unrealistic expectations of youth about performance, appearances, and doing it right begin to fall away. What remains is a more relaxed, comfortable approach to intimacy that allows for deeper satisfaction. It's no longer about impressing anyone or living up to someone else's standards. It's about enjoying the experience, being present in the moment with your partner, and sharing an act of love, trust, and connection. What if embracing intimacy could unlock a new level of joy and connection in your life? How will you open yourself to this possibility today? Embrace a new chapter. As we reach the end of this discussion, it's important to reflect on the habits we've talked about. These are habits that for years may have seemed harmless or perhaps even necessary, but in your advanced age, they can become obstacles to a full and happy life. The truth is, this stage of life is not about slowing down or giving up. It's about embracing a new kind of freedom, a new phase filled with opportunities to live richly and wisely. By stopping these 7 habits right now, you can begin the journey of taking back control of your life. You can rediscover the power of living with intention, making choices that prioritize your happiness, well-being, and autonomy. Aging is not the end. It's a new chapter, a time to be lived with wisdom, self-care, and above all, pleasure. Whether it's the joy of a deep conversation, the satisfaction of learning something new, or the comfort of intimacy, this stage of life holds immense potential for fulfillment. So embrace it. Take these lessons to heart and let this time in your life be as full, joyful, and rich as you deserve. Remember, it's never too late to reclaim your happiness and live with more purpose, wisdom, and pleasure. As we come to the end of this video, I hope you found value in the insights we shared about how to embrace life more fully as you age. These 7 habits, if left unchecked, can hold you back from living a truly joyful and fulfilling life. Now it's time to take what you've learned and apply it to your journey. Here's a final question for you. What has resonated with you the most? Take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you've learned today that you'll start putting into practice? We'd love to hear from you, so please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, After 7080, for more content that helps you live your best life. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. What if the best years of your life are still ahead? How will you make the most of them starting today?